Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer here. So I'm back from my travels and hoping to get some painting done this week. But as I haven't got an update to show you on my Peninsular British, I thought I'd continue with another army showcase. So I think last time I showed you my Romans, my Victrix Romans, and when I painted them I wanted them to face off against somebody. So I've got some Gallic tribesmen, so like kind of modern day France. I actually bought the Victrix do a set that's got like 60 figures in it, which is what I've got here. I think I bought some extras as well just to kind of flesh it out. And as I said with the Roman video, I used these using a modified set of the Lord of the Rings rule sets, which works quite nicely with Ancients. And I really like these because obviously my Roman army is based on kind of Asterix, so getting some Gallic tribes to face off against is really cool. So I'll take you through that, how I've spread them out. It's pretty good value for money because I've got lots of different troop types in here. I like to try and get the most value out of it. I think the box comes with 60 figures, and I just added these up. There's about 55 here, so I've got like a lot of variety, a lot of different kind of levels of armor, different helmets, etc. for that price, which I think is pretty cool. So I'll delve into it then. So I guess here we've got at the front we've got a unit of 8 sword and shields. The shields are awesome. I think these are, I'm going to say they're GMB, but they add so much character to the figures. They really make them pop, because I mean this is quite a simple, compared to painting like Napoleonics, you've basically got like the sort of the jerkin, the trousers and the helmet, and then that's pretty much them done. So they're quite easy to paint en masse, but the doing a decent base and having a good transfer, you know, makes it really pop. So yeah, I've got 8 of those, and behind them a similar kind of dress on the top half, but with a different plume on top. We have the shield and spear troops. So I've got 8 of those. To lead that little mini force of 16, I've created this character here using one of the armoured guys. Gone for kind of a purple and green combination. That's him. So the way I've kind of imagined this in my mind is that's one separate tribe, and with that tribe we've also got some light troops. So we've got, as you can see, 5 javelin guys with shields as well. Let's pick one out, and then we've got some other stuff. So we've got a banner bearer here. He's got like a boar on the top, pretty cool figure, and a musician as well. So that's kind of like one tribe. And the second tribe, I kind of, in my imaginings, these guys, so they don't wear any armor because it's against their tribal law. So I use these and give them an extra attack, so they're like really ferocious in attack, which makes them quite powerful, but they're quite weak as well because they don't have any armor, so they're not as resistant as they might be. So with these, I've got another similar format to the tribe. So we've got 8 sword and shield and 8 spear and shield as well. I think these look great. I think there's some of the more modern ones from Victrix. There's so much, you know, dynamism in these poses. They're really, really cool. I like them a lot. So in terms of a leader, there's one arm in there that's holding a kind of a neatly cut Roman head. So I thought I had to put him in somewhere. So I made a leader. I want a kind of a secondary leader. So he's got that Roman, and he's also wearing a Roman helmet. So I imagine that he's kind of like a really fantastic warrior who's killed that Roman in hand-to-hand combat, now wears his helmet and carries his head around as a trophy. And the kind of tribal leader as well, so he's got the red cloak, but because he's the leader he's also got armour. Really like this figure. It's got so much dynamism in its pose as well. And similar to the other tribe, we've got some skirmishers as well, so just 3 guys with sword and javelin and shield. And just to round off the force, to give them a bit more balance, because obviously they're coming up against heavily armoured Romans. So we've got some heavy infantry here as well, so there's a mix. I've gone to town with the crazy plumes and stuff, but all of them are armoured. So they've got heavy armour, the chainmail on. A couple of them have got this sort of leather armour as well. Sort of looks a bit Punic Wars-ish. I thought that came out really well. I was quite chuffed with how I painted that. Again, just so much dynamism in these sculpts as well. So such individual characters. Really like that one. Yeah, that's it. So that's how I face off again when I play with my Romans using the Lord of the Rings rules. They fight against this Germanic horde, because there's a lot of troops on the table. And another couple of things I put at the back you might have noticed. So it's nice to have a few extra bits on the table. So what I tend to do is every time I buy a load of bases from War Bases, I also buy a bunch of kind of scenic items, kind of like wild animals. So I've got tons, I'll show you them in another video, but here we've got a stag and another deer as well. Just to kind of, you can kind of create little rules from my guests, but I don't tend to do that. It just kind of makes the board look a bit nicer with something like that on there. I've got quite a lot in my collection now. But yes, that's it. So hopefully next time we'll be able to give you an update on the Peninsula light infantry or flank infantry, which I still haven't had a chance to have a look at. But yeah, this is my Victrix Gallic Warriors force, which I use with Lord of the Rings rules. Cool. If you like this sort of thing, please like and subscribe. Drop me a comment as well. I'm always interested to see what you guys are up to and what you think. And thanks very much. Bye now.